Hello, how are you doing today? My name is Karo. I'm a real estate consultant in Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome into my car. I decided to do something different today and come into my car to record a video. I've never done that since I got my car, so now you're inside my car. I hope you love it. I hope you like the change of scenery. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Real Estate Talk with Karo Itoje. I bring you this series to educate you, to inform you on real estate matters, so that when you're ready to invest, you're able to make an informed decision. Whichever you want to turn, you want to know that you're making a decision that's good for you, and you'll be able to achieve your goals for investing in real estate at the end of the day. Too many of you are putting money out there and not getting back what you intended, and not achieving your goals at all for it. The money just goes like that. So that's why I bring you this series, and today we're going to be talking about how to make money, daily income from real estate investing. I'm sure you clicked on this video because you're wondering, how is it even possible own an apartment, make 40,000 naira daily? Well, that's the whole idea, and by the end of this video I'm going to make it very clear to you how that is possible. Now let's take this from the beginning. Right now, when a lot of you invest in real estate, you invest in lands. Same thing with me. Is the easiest way to invest in real estate. Is the easiest way to make money from real estate. You just invest in land, you leave it out there, bank it. After some years, it has accumulated some returns, which is good. It feels like free money. It's like you're banking, your money is in a bank, and then you get this so much interest at the end of the day. That's land banking, and it's good. I even have a video out there where I've encouraged it, and that's what I do, right? And then we have some of you that buy land because you want to build, so you buy in developed areas, areas that sell for 15 million in plots, 20 million in plots, 25 million in plots, and your goal is that either you want to build immediately, or in a few years or some years later you want to be able to come back and build, maybe like a retirement plan, or when you come to Nigeria you want a place to stay, but do you really have to build a personal house like that, like spend that much money and then just let it sit there? Because when you do that, you're not doing it for returns, you're not doing anything, you're just going to sit on top of the money, and even though it's going to increase your net worth, right? Because at the end of the day you run into trouble, you can sell it, so it still works for you. But wouldn't you like to invest in real estate in a way that it creates a cash flow for you? I'm not talking about this renting out and then in a year you start collecting. That's not exactly, it's close to, but not exactly what I'm saying in this case. Right now, what I said is you buy an apartment and you'll be able to make at least 40,000 naira daily. And how is that possible? Instead of spending so much, a lot of millions buying a land, and then that you'll build in a few years because you just want to have a place when you visit, a place to stay, which is good because nobody wants to be inconveniencing relative and all that, and I encourage that. But I'm saying that before you buy that land that you want to build for yourself and all that, why don't you think of making more money first, investing in something that can generate cash flow for you? Cash flow is good, so buy an apartment. We have apartment. Instead of putting all that money into a plot of land, why not use that same money to buy an apartment? Do you get? You buy an apartment. We have apartment 2 bedrooms selling for 27 million naira. We even have some selling maybe lesser. It depends on where you're buying the apartment. And then when you buy the apartment, you do shortlist with it, meaning that a lot of you are abroad, right? And that's why a lot of you want to build house here in Nigeria. Otherwise you wouldn't. It's because you don't have a place to stay when you come. A lot of you don't want to stay in a hotel. Now that market is there. That market is very big. It's out there. A lot of you are not tapping it, or a lot of us, let me include myself, a lot of us are not tapping into it as much as we should. You get? We have short lists here and there, but it's not as common because we have this huge market for it. you know. So because it's not that common, or the ones provided doesn't meet up to the certain standard of people who live abroad, most of the people that are interested in short leads, the market for it are people who are, you know, who've lived a certain lifestyle, or who currently live a certain lifestyle. You know, people who live abroad, you know, you have a certain standard you want. But other than that, it's if you do it right, it will go well with you. The reason this idea came to me is because my elder brother, and who is also a colleague, was telling me about, you know, this when they went to Ikate. Ikate is in Elegushi, Lekki, towards Lekki area. I was telling me about this apartment that was renting for daily as high as 65,000 naira daily for short lease. You can imagine. And short leads also have advantage because you build it, because the person is not paying you for a year to stay there. You can also use it as a place you stay when you come. So when you're not around, instead of just leaving that house to just be there, nobody is occupying it, and it just sits there. The money just sits there. And you know, when a house is not being occupied, it starts to break down. You know, you can use it for short lease, and then you make your daily income. Now, if you make, that one was 65,000 naira, right? That's why I decided to say at least 40,000 naira, because it's not everybody that can afford an apartment in Ikate, Legushi area. You can buy in Aja, you can buy in Abijo, you can buy in Awoya yourself. And in this, you know, some of this new estate that's coming up, that's making very standard estates, you can buy there. And then even if it will take a year or two, because pay and build, that's the best way to buy an apartment. That way you don't have to cough out all the money at once. You know, you can just add it to other things that you pay for. You get, so you do pay and build, so it will take a few years to be ready. But you know, the goal is that once it's ready, it will be able to make you daily income. So that's why I say I should bring to you. So of course, I wouldn't give you that much information and not guide you on, you know, places to invest. Now, recently I brought you an estate called the Avocado Estate in Abijo GRA. Now, the Avocado Estate is really, really, really a good place to do that, and the big benefit there is also that it's affordable. It is the first estate where I see that they brought in white men to take care of the construction, so you're sure that they're not going to do a mediocre work and then just collect money. And it's affordable. It's 2-bedroom terrace there is selling for 27.5. You can either use an apartment or use 2-bedroom terrace duplex. People live abroad love duplex, and moreover, duplex give a certain kind of, I don't know, there's a perception about it that makes it feels like a place for bigger people. I don't know. But 2-bedroom terrace sells for 27.5, 3-bedroom terrace sells for 32.5, and then there's bungalow with penthouse that sells for just 35 million naira. You know, either you do that, or if you think you have more money, you can, in that Ikate area, same area where my elder brother says 65,000 naira, they were making 65,000 naira renting out an apartment daily. You can do there. We have an estate coming up there now. Kambawa Advantage is being offered by Veritasi. Because of the location, is a bit more expensive. It's selling for 42 million naira for an apartment. You know, selling for 42 million naira for an apartment, and selling for 70 million for a 3-bedroom apartment. Yes, a 3-bedroom apartment with a penthouse selling for 70 million naira. You know, and that of the Avocado, for those who can't pay that high, that of the Avocado are going to be smart homes, meaning that it's going to take full advantage of technology. Check out the video of the Avocado Estate. I have a very detailed video of it already. It's one of the recently uploaded videos on my channel, so check that out. Hello, how you doing today? My name is Karo from landforsalenlagos.com. I'm your trusted realtor. So today I'm at the launch of the Avocado houses in Abijo GRA, inside an already built up estate. You see it? It's inside an already built up estate, and behind me here, you see, That's where the avocado starts. I'm going to go close to it. I'm going to even take you. The easy access to this place is crazy, you know. If I wasn't trying to be serious, I'll be like, it's mad, oh, you know. So anyway, so I'll just turn the camera now and show you what we have here. So look at it. You see it's just beside. So we're inside Choice Garden Estate in Abijo GRA. This area is under Ibejuleki local government, but of course it's not in Ibeju because Ibeju is a place of its own. It's a very big place, starting from maybe Lakwe or so all the way to the refinery side. That's the real Ibeju, but this area is also under Ibeju local government. So I'm going to go close and then show you what we have here. Let me look for the easy entrance. What Landmark is trying to do now is they are trying to make a difference, make a statement with their houses. So they are buying some of these houses. And if you don't know about Landmark, or if you didn't know, Landmark are also the ones, you know, in charge of beachfront, and what they are bringing here, they are bringing smart homes. What that means is that almost everything in this place is going to be operated by remote control. You get, and that's the era we are getting into now with homes, you know, smart homes. We're going to be seeing more and more smart homes, and Landmark wants to be one of those leaders in it. So I'll just walk around and show you. This place we have just land, just houses. We don't have land here. They just want to build. So you see the estate is already functioning. So these are the designs. Let's look at this. We have 3 types of houses here. We have the bungalow. Okay. This is like maybe my favorite because of what we saw in the Lakwe part. See it? So we have this 3-bedroom bungalow with penthouse for 35 million naira. The avocado here says that is a launch day, so we expect to see a lot of my colleagues here. So this second type of house we have is a 3-bedroom semi-detached for 36 million naira. You see the beautiful designs, and this is exactly what you should expect. Now this is the feature for that. See it? The ground floor, you're going to have a living room, dining area, you're going to have visitors, so you're going to have kitchen, your store, then the BQ. Then the first floor, we're going to have masters, which is ensuite, and your walking closet, 2-bedroom, 2 bedrooms, ensuite, and then the master's terrace. This is the 3-bedroom semi-detached, and it's selling for 36 million naira. And then we go to, we have 4 types of houses, and then we go to the 3-bedroom terrace. Same features, and then this one sells for 32.5 million naira. And finally we have the 2-bedroom terrace. Get it? And this one sells for 27 million naira. You see it? So the highest selling house here, even though it's going to be beautiful and automated, it's just 36 million naira, the highest priced house here. And then also that of Camberwell Advantage, I don't have the video yet. I should have it between now and next week, so you can check that out as well. Nothing is happening then yet. I think they just launched it last week, same day they launched the avocado, so it's just like a week old. So work is just going to start there, and nothing much to show here but just the location. So I'll try and bring you that soon for those who will be interested in that area, who can afford that area. So that's really a good idea. I think you should take advantage of. I'll be looking into that next year myself and creating plans to see how that I can make that happen. There's nothing like a second source of income, something that is bringing, if you can put money somewhere that is bringing you daily income, it's the best thing to happen. 40,000 naira daily, that will be like 1.2 in 30 days. 1.2 in 30 days will be 14.4 million naira a year. Can you imagine that? Now, of course, there'll probably be a few days in the month that the apartment is vacant, maybe between when one person moves out before another goes in. If it's well planned, it shouldn't have any day like that, because when the person currently there is going to leave, and you know when to book another person. So as they are going, another is coming. So it can actually, the whole 30 days can actually be booked, you know, if it's well planned. And a lot of you, the market is with you where you are there abroad. You have a lot of friends who are coming down here. If you don't want, you know, the familiarity and everything, if you don't want to bring that in, you can always have a manager that manages that. If you can make 14.4 in a year, you can afford to pay someone to manage it, and you still earn well from it. So that it's not your business, you know. I mean, it's not something, it's not an extra load, you know, to what you already do. So that's what I think. I thought I should discuss this with you because it's something in my head. Anything in my head that I'm thinking for myself, I feel like, because we're all investors, anything in my head that I'm thinking about, I want to bring it to you, you know, to you all out there. It's not all of you, of course, that can invest in an apartment. Some of you don't earn well enough, which is okay. If you can't do that, you can invest in lands. You know, all fingers are not equal. As long as you are investing in real estate, you are way ahead of a lot of people already. No matter, you know, no matter how small or big you are investing, you are a real estate investor, and you want to find better ways that you can get your money to make money for you. You know, if you don't have to bank your money for a long time just there, you shouldn't do that. Or you can, you know, combine. It's always better to combine your real estate investment. Lands will always make a good investment anytime, any day. Lands will always make a good investment. So you shouldn't just do apartment and forget about land. If you can do both, do both. If you already have lands, now focus on things, you know, areas of real estate investing that can make you daily income. Try to find a way to make daily income, so that even when you are abroad, you know, you can still be generating money in Nigeria. Your properties here can be generating money. Some of you that have money stashed up somewhere and you don't know what to do with it, you can buy 2 apartments, you can buy 2 houses, you know, and do that with it. That's times whatever one house can make you, 2 houses can make you. It can become a big thing. You can start with one, and then when you see how that one is going, add another one later. So it's not like you jumped into it. And there's no getting this wrong, really. There's no getting it wrong, because what's the worst that can happen? It doesn't go well, and you sell the apartment, you still sell it for profits, and you get your money back, because the amount you buy a house when it's still at the developing stage and the amount it will sell for when the whole estate is done, it's not the same thing. So you can as well still say, oh, I don't want to do short lease, and just go into buying houses and reselling them. You get? So there are so many things you can do, and I wanted to bring this to you so that you know that this is, you know, if you're not thinking in that line, you want to be thinking in that line, because I do know that some of my clients don't know where to turn when it comes to the best way to invest their money, you know. So if you don't have to tie your money down, if there are other options, you know, just look into that. Call me about the avocado. It recently launched, meaning these are launch prices. The video has more details about the estate and the prices, you know, and the full prices of all the types of houses available. You can get anyone, and it just requires an initial deposit of 3 million naira, you know, 3 million naira. But for those of you who have money that are interested in that of Ikate Lekki, you need to have at least 10 million naira deposit, you know. So just let me know, whichever interesting. And don't start thinking, okay, next year I'll think about it. This is the best time for you people who are abroad to send money home to invest, because dollar is high. So I mean, the price of dollar to naira now is just ridiculous. So this is the best time to take advantage to say start it, and start with initial deposit of just 3 million naira, and then from next year you can start, you know, paying towards it. It has installment payment for as high as 24 months. That's 2 years, you know. So it's something you can conveniently spread. If you're someone that can afford to spend 1.5, 1 point something every month, you should be able to do it. Or you're someone that's able to spare 1.2 every month, 1.3 every month. After you pay your initial deposit, you should be able to, you know, buy a house in the avocado at Abidjan GRA. So, and it's already in an estate that is already developed. So really, there's nothing like, oh, when people don't move in, that you're going to be lonely or that. No, there's nothing like that. So call me for information about the avocado, or if you have questions about everything I've said here today, I'll be glad to to take them. My numbers are on your screen, and I think I've mentioned, touched everything I wanted to say. The year is rounding up. I think I'll still have like 2 videos for you before we wrap up the year. And I'll have like a summation, my thoughts about the year so far, and how everything that has happened with the pandemic and all that, everything that happened in Nigeria this year. I'll talk a bit about them and how did they change things. Did they change things? If they did, was it positive, was it negative, especially as it relates to real estate? So expect those videos. Until I come your way again, my name is Karo. Thank you so much. If you've not subscribed to my channel, now is the best time to subscribe. You get informations like this, and then sometimes I bring you offers that are very time sensitive that you need to take advantage of immediately. The best time to buy lands are always the time that the estate just launched, so you're not having to pay more than the people who got in early paid to get it. So subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Thank you so much for your trust in me. A lot of you trust me. You should know that if you're my clients, if you find yourself in Nigeria this time and you've not seen your land or your property and you trusted me blindly, I'm available. Call me, let me know you're in Nigeria, and I'll be glad to go show you your property. So that's all for today. Bye for now.